Go OK，好死了。
好，
来。
来吧。
OK, first, tell us why you wrote this book. Yes.
I must say hello first. Hello, Eugene. I know we have been chatting for a few minutes, but our audience is like, "What's up? Who are you?"
Okay.
Hello.
Okay lah, hello. Hello. 안녕하세요. 你好. arigato. Okay.
Yeah, so thank you for picking up my story. I think I posted recently that
I'm very fascinated by friends who write books. Really. You know, I want to, I promise myself I must be among the first few to buy my friend's books. Very important.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
And you are indeed. You got it at the pre-launch before the 8th of August. Wow, I must take picture you of doing. Don't like me or not. Wait, I must put the book next to my face. Then you have to tell me.
Wow. Hey, this background now looks like 一个武林秘籍的 place.
Yeah, when I'm like in the 上山修炼, I'm learning in the
Hey, we
mountain.
take picture like that. Wait. One, two, three. Wow, everybody has to tolerate while we take picture.
I know.
Have you seen it on the Facebook yet?
Seen it? You mean, oh, you're live? Okay.
Yeah. And then you can start a watch party.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Have to.
Yes. Let me also start a watch party.
Okay, and I'm in the. You sent out a blast, right, Eugene, to say to everyone?
Yes.
I don't see it yet. So if
No,
I click on it.
Oh, you don't see it?
I mean, how do I see it? Do I have
you look for Eugene Xia Abundance Life Coach page.
Oh,
then when you see it there, you share it there. Very good.
Eugene Xia, got it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're all learning on the fly. In fact, I learned the concept of a watch party only recently.
Very
let's
good.
see.
Sales skills from. Then this time I can tag you. Hold
Yes.
on. Let me tag you.
Your post, but as to the show, I'll be interviewing. Okay, I haven't seen your live show yet. Did you see
I just click watch party.
Okay, let me go to watch party as well.
Do you see it?
I see top videos is a daughter-in-law out having a girl.
What daughter-in-law? Hello. Wrong one.
Yeah, even though I met your mother recently, right? I hope your mom is a really sweet lady. Oh yes, I see myself. Yo.
Yeah, there's like a 10-second lag time between Facebook and us talking. Yeah.
How can I set this as a watch party for my friends?
You click share first. Have you clicked share? Once you click share, then
I go to yours and then I click. I
click
see
share.
save video, unfollow, copy link. How about the share?
There's no share.
Oh, I see.
Then once you click share.
Share now.
Yes. Share now.
Okay, we are on.
All right, man. Okay, first of all, let me introduce you in my best possible way. Which is I know Maxine some time ago. I think 4 years ago. Yeah, time flies. And then she strikes me off as a very, very active, flamboyant, humorous, multilingual speaker, trainer. And I thought to myself, like, I was once upon a time like that, in my maybe teenage years. And then what happened to me? How come I lost that zest? I was a corporate zombie and then still haven't snapped out of it. Yeah, so I was very inspired by Maxine that I must also show that kind of zest for life. Yeah, so that's what I know about Maxine. And then after that, every time I go here, go there, or companies tell me, wow, Maxine is one of our favorite trainer. I said, wow, I must really learn from her. Yeah. And then before I know it, you write a book. I haven't written a book yet.
I got a copy too.
So please tell us how, what led you to write this book?
Wow, thank you for the wonderful introduction, Eugene. And you're right, I've met you over the years in different situations.
We even went for a honeymoon together to Pattaya, Thailand.
Very romantic getaway. And we sat together all day. Okay, before we give our audiences a wrong impression, let me backtrack a bit. I was saying, for 15 years ago, that will be in the year 2005, the idea was conceived. And I strongly believe, and I think many people agree, including yourself, that we've always wanted to write a book, right?
Yes.
Some of us will carry that dream with us to our bye-bye, to the other land, and then we still have not written a book.
Like me, haven't.
But you're still young. You're younger than me by 2 years, so you still have.
Hey, don't review though. I'm only 28. So you're 30 this year. Okay.
No, I'm actually 26. So yeah, 24. Okay, that's not that. Yeah, so I had the idea then, and my thoughts kept changing. Life just came across, and I'm sure like you would agree, sometimes we will have things that would take priority. So the idea got shelved year after year for, before I knew it, 15 years. Isn't that scary?
It's scary. Scary.
And thanks to my sweet mother, who was one of the main inspirations behind my book, whom you met the other day. When
I love her. And then she had such a good conversation with my mom. Wow, nice.
Yes, it was really unusual.
All the moms should combine together forces.
I know, it was like even many of my boyfriends never got to meet my mother. Yeah, and then from there, you know, every year my mom will do it, and her like, baby, when are you gonna write your book? You know how mothers nag at us like,
yeah.
And I remember the feeling of shame, of guilt, of I know, and I not yet, I haven't had the idea. Yeah. But again, this year, what happened? The COVID-19 pandemic that struck the world, and I guess it's just a choice, right? You can either go like, why woman tea? You can cry and ask heaven why, right? But I chose to.
I can finish singing it.
Oh yeah, you said late night, right? I can do anything.
So yeah, I can.
I will show my alternative skills. Like, no one imagine I speak.
歌台.
歌台, my chick quit part time. Yeah, I was saying, and I took the downtime to ask myself, because I created this list of downtime projects. Because when our training business just nosedive, right? Then a lot of companies, in fact, all companies were resistant to virtual training. And I never thought of that. I never did that in my 20 over years of training. So I thought, why not take this time to finally write my book? And I did a secret. I did it in less than 2 months. But I say 3 months, then I don't sound so show off. When you set your heart on doing
you sit down in front of your computer and just type.
Yes, and I started having ideas. I will share more later, but I don't want to like answer give you all my info in one question. But I sat down, and once you set your mind to doing it, as my lovely publisher Pung Kok Hua of Candid Creation said to me, he said, wow, Maxine, the moment you set your mind on doing something, there's no stopping. I said, yeah, bring it. Yeah, so that's what I did. So that was a long answer to your question on how I got.
So why sales? I mean, you can write about many things, right? Like beauty, you're so gorgeous. You can write about travel. You can why sales?
Yes, that is again another excellent question. I have the ideas that I thought about 15 years ago. The first topic was on relationships. And since I was a kid, people have told me, my mom have told me that somehow I can connect well with people, and why not leverage that? And I had this idea together with a friend at the time to think, why don't I develop a series of relationship-based books? Relationship with self, with your partner, with your boss, with your neighbor, with God. And then I will have a whole series. I thought, yeah. And then I realized that topic is so saturated. Everywhere. Everyone's talking about self-help, love yourself, that kind of stuff. So again, whoosh. And then I thought about some people know my exciting alternative life.
Love life.
Right, about my
alternative.
We all need double lives. And to write about my exciting stories. I said, I have so many juicy stories of different experiences around the world. And then it begs the question, is that how I want to be known as? Is that going to be my personal brand, right? Super brand guy? You don't want to talk about Maxine and her crazy experiences and escapades.
Love life.
Right? Yeah, maybe
multiple boyfriends.
Yeah. Maybe next time when I'm like much older, I'm going to Papa and I don't care what the world thinks of me. No, I still won't do that.
You still want legacy.
I don't want that to be my legacy. So it comes back to this point. I was a marketing major in NUS, National University of Singapore. I majored in marketing, and I remember my lecturer telling me at the time, if you try to hit the whole market, you will be like shooting in the dark. You're trying to capture every market. So those of us who write self-help book for everyone, you might as well don't sell that book.
Yeah, might as well.
If you're trying to aim at everyone, then no one feels special. And sales having been my strong subject in terms of my topics that I deliver for the past 15 years to various private banks around the world, real estate companies. And I think that a lot of professionals in those fields who want a combination or a compilation of me, right? I thought, dun, 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 dun. Then I got the idea. I said, yeah, I'm going to focus, and my cover must have something that will hit right at the sales. When they see the cover, like, yeah, I want, secret manual, me, some more, And plus, of course, a lot of inspiration was from Kok Hua, a team and illustrator about wearing the instead of, I think a lot
Mulan.
Yeah, a lot of authors will just have their face in front, right?
Yes.
Or like Anthony Robbins, like or like the wicked. And I don't want the typical photo of me, although I'm pretty photogenic.
Yes.
But I thought maybe a sketch of me, like a caricature or an illustration. And then boom, the idea just hit like one day. And I'm very I'm very direct kind of person. So when Kok Hua gave the idea, I was like, let's do it. And then of course we had like 10 rounds of, hey, can you make me look more feminine? I look too man. Can you add some lip color for me? Can you give me some waistline? I look like I'm like one straight block. And then I had a lot of ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And my younger sister, Caitlin, she helped me she was so down to the nose, because my nose quite nice, right? But the original illustration, I look like Zhang Xueyou. And then the face had
Jackie Chan.
Yeah, but I actually have a sharper face. So to that level of detail. And now it looks just like moi.
Wow, look at that. Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so now we know the outside and we know the origin. Let's talk about the inside. Okay. So obviously tonight is too short to share every single thing. If not, people don't have to read already. Okay. So let's imagine that right now, I see a lot of people on, like there are 29 people right now, and I'm very sure at least half of them do sales. Okay, I'm very sure at least half of them do sales. So let's share what are 3 mistakes you have been seeing over and over again that people who don't read a book, people who don't follow these principles, they keep making these 3 mistakes over and over again. What do you think they are?
You're a really very good interviewer. I've been interviewed by many people before, and you just know how to ask the right questions that gives me an opportunity to showcase what I want to say. So kudos to you on that, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I like it. So the first commonly seen mistake is most salespeople sell the way they like to sell, but not the way the customer likes to buy. Yeah, let me recap that. People sell the way they like to sell, but not the way the customer likes to buy. Let me back this up a little bit. So my style is very outgoing and chatty, and I go like, yeah, what's up? So do you know of our latest product? And I can be like really chirpy and all that. But if I am talking to someone who's the cool, calm, collected, who likes to think, and they think and think, sometimes they think of nothing. And then I'll be like, hey, Eugene, come on, Eugene, come on, I'm gonna make it quick for you. And then he'd be like, huh? What were you saying? If I do my thing, right, the Maxine thing, I am selling the way I like to sell, right? So I've seen so many of them do that. But as the customer, hold on, I'm still thinking. And then you have to adapt, which is in my chapter 4, speed profiling. I share very specific tips on clues, cues. How do you tell right away what color personality is that person? So for yourself, I've known you for a few years, and just talking to you, you're a very bright orange personality. You exude energy. And for someone like you, you love options. So the last thing I'm going to tell you is that, sorry, Eugene, this is the only choice you have. You'd be like, oh, you mean only choice? Then my choice is to say bye-bye to you. I look for other choices, right? Yeah, we don't like that. Whereas if I'm selling, or the customer in front of me is the type that needs a lot of evidence, supporting documents, as much as I like to go like, hey, you get it? That's the main thing. This is the amount of investment, is what you get. Get it? Not good enough. I have to support it with data, charts, and then market surveys, customer testimonials to add on to what I sell. So sell the way they like to buy. And that's the number one mistake that a lot of us make. We don't do that.
Okay, just now you mentioned orange, right? I'm orange.
Orange personality type.
Then the person who wants to check facts one is what?
Thanks for highlighting that. That's a bright gold. It's gold, Gold.
Wow, sounds good.
Yes, so there are four colors that I mentioned in my book. And that is the give credit to True Colors, which is a profiling tool. And I've also created like the sources and all that. So the gold is, as the phrase goes, as good as gold. Singapore as a country is very gold. We have the steady, pom pp country. Yeah, everything needs like backup. And there are two other styles. One would be the blue styles. The blue personality would be, Eugene, can you tell me slowly? I think I need to ask my husband first. I need to ask my mother, ask my pet cockroach. I need to ask everybody before I can.
Cockroach.
Yeah. So if I'm the orange type, no, come on, you can make a decision right now. You gotta seize the day. You should be, but I need to ask the people I care about. Right? So you need to adapt the people who are very relationship based. Right? So that's the third one. And the final one, we have the one just now I told you, like, shh, I'm thinking. Those are the competence-driven people, and they need they don't like you to tell them a lot of stuff, but what they like is for you to consult them. So I think I won't reveal too many tips, but this is a tip of the iceberg of the tips that are all filled in my chapter 4 on speed profiling. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, disclaimer, I do not earn any commission from this book. In case anybody has any impression. Later after this webinar, then we talk about commission for this book.
I would actually. That's about the true stuff. But on that note, Eugene, this is really a very gratifying thing for me, because from this whole experience of launching my book, I see where and who my advocates are, including yourself, including Andrew Chow. You all have been so giving, just approaching me directly. And I have friends who may be watching this, Jocelyn Ng from Prudential. She just attended my webinar. I never even met her in person. And she loved my webinar, my style, and she went to market it for me, 0 commission. She came back with 20 over orders. Yes, she's an amazing one. And Mary Tan from Huttons, right? She created a platform for me to speak to her agents, her team, and then I had like 50 over sales from that 1 hour, 0 commission. And this is where, as my tagline here, right, it says strategies, right, to turn skeptics into advocates. Yes, and these people that are my advocates today, including you, I'm sure you didn't just see me at first sight and say, oh, Maxine is good. You didn't know. You probably think I'm some xiao probably a skeptic previously. So I think I am in a very good position to share with people how that I managed to influence and win all these skeptics over, and they have now become my greatest advocates.
Very good. So that's mistake number 1 and also strategy number 1, which is to sell as the person wants to buy, not sell as you want to sell.
Yeah, wow, very good student.
Thank you. Okay, now for secret number 2. Wait. I want to make sure people are listening to you and taking notes. Can everyone please key in secret number 1? And the moment you key in, no longer is it a secret.
I love the way you do that. I see a lot of hearts there.
Wow, a lot of people love. Hey, some more love. Yeah, give as much love as possible. Very good.
You have a Facebook friend called Candice Sola. She said, your guest is great. 讲我嘞, she said me. I said, I like you, Candice. She attended my presentation before. Yeah. And thank you.
By the way, my Facebook cannot see comments and questions. If you can see, you stop me. As in, if someone asks you a question, you just answer that question.
Okay, because you're the one organizing it, right?
Yeah, correct.
What I've seen so far, Cass, I have a friend from Africa who's watching it. Hello, Cass Campbell. I met her first in Singapore, and now she's watching. And Candice
from Africa.
Africa. And then we have Joel Chong, Hamil Chong said, hi, Eugene and Maxine, my 2 lovable trainers I know. Love you too. Sounds like we are a pair. We're 2 separate.
Okay.
Yeah, so
no one asked question yet, is it? No one asked question?
No questions yet, but
okay, good.
No one actually entered my tip number 1, but you summarized it.
Wait, Joel, since you say you love both of us, please put in your strategy number 1. Very important.
Yeah.
Joelle does sales also actually. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
She sells training programs. Yes.
Same line as us, like a training partners. Thank you, Joelle. Yeah.
Okay, let's go in straight to number 2. Ready?
And I really like this because it is organic. You're one of the very few interviewers who didn't give me a heads up about what you're gonna ask. So I'm really thinking.
Both of us have similar energy, no problem.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm really thinking on my feet, and that leads me to one of the topics that are in my book. Right. So thinking on your feet here in this case, if I can guide you to the page, you see I've got like lots on chapter number 5. Thinking on your feet from pressure to pleasure. So another common mistake.
Sounds very rich. R21.
By the way, just to share with our fans, right? For you know, a lot of authors like to quote dead people, right? Like Albert Einstein once said that if everyone is thinking, no one is thinking, right? If they're thinking the same, then no one's thinking. I think, why quote the dead people? I quoted myself. So every chapter that you see right under the title, so I created the quote. So it's by Maxine Teo.
So a good idea.
To harness pressure, it becomes a powerful source of motivation.
Wow, I like that. Yeah, I love pressure. Whether top, bottom, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I know this is a late night show. The second mistake that I noticed is most salespeople are too quick to speak. So what is the best rate you can give me? The customer asks. Oh, we can give you a 20% discount. We just shoot off our mouth. We feel that pressure to respond right away. As a result, you overcommit to certain things that you end up not being able to deliver, or you say the wrong thing having not given it thorough thought. And basically, you just look very uncredible, not incredible, but uncredible, because you look like no offense to our durian sellers, very good. They don't actually think and respond. So in my chapter 5 here, I share powerful techniques. I'll demonstrate a little bit. Can you ask me like a really difficult abstract question right now, just to illustrate there?
Hey, I compare so many like insurance plans. What makes yours the best?
That is a very valid question, Eugene. Before I answer you on that, what makes you ask that question about the best insurance plan? What's going on?
I like that. As a coach, wow, that's a top skill.
Yeah, I didn't even hacha yet. You know what I just did there was a clarification. So I summarized what I just did first. I pause. I'm taking a deep breath. If I'm wearing glasses, right, like you, right, if you're pausing, you can be like, you can go. Because when you do that, right, you are showing the questioner that you're giving thought to that question.
It's respect, right? Respect.
Yes, then they feel like, wow, my question is so important that he actually paused. Wow, it's like, yeah, I got him. Yeah, you look really wise now, like my Shifu. And the first tip was to pause, right? And the second tip, I commented on the question. That is a very valid question. A lot of people say, good question. They think what good dog, and then they don't praise the dog. Good dog. You can say, excellent question, insightful question, very refreshing point of view. So we can ask things like that and make a comment and not ask. And then the next step I did was to clarify. So what were your thoughts? What was your meaning behind that? And you say, yeah, because I have a lot of insurance people approaching me with different products. That's why I want to know. So as you are doing all that, I have altogether about 20 to 30 seconds to think of a response.
Right.
And then I speak. So as to how I express it, I have a power technique, which again, I give credit to the source from Toastmasters International, a 4-step approach, which you have to read chapter 5 to find out. Yeah. And guess what? You got my book. Woo! You can read it tonight. So there you go. The second mistake I see is most salespeople are too eager to respond. They are not taking the time to digest the question, to show value to the questioner, as well as use a structured approach to give a properly executed answer. So I have the solution for you in my secret manual.
Very good. Hey, by the way, if people want to buy, what are they supposed to do? I think there are some people who want to buy right now. They cannot wait already.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. So cool. Thank you. Can y'all add me as a Facebook friend? And then I will PM you for special rates. Thank you so much for giving me this platform.
They put really Eugene Xia, and then they get special 20 pages more.
They will get a customized note from me. I'll write something motivational for them. And that's what I've been doing. Again, with God's blessings, I've sold a few hundred books.
Wow.
Even before the launch.
You haven't even launched, you sold a few hundred books.
And I have been writing notes, personal notes in every single book until my wrist painful already. See, I wrote something for you, right? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't just sign my name. I will write something. Yeah, it feels very personal. Do you feel like, especially for you, like customized?
To be called a star by a star is really very honorable.
Thank you. And I mean it, because you always impress me with how you can go around and connect with people instantly. You are really like shining. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
You know, my Chinese name is actually called Shining.
真的啊？怎么讲？ How do you say?
明耀，明光闪耀。
Oh yeah, like Li Guang Yao, our Li Kuan Yew, like the Yao.
Wow. Very, very shiny name.
Your mother and your father have foresight. And I could read through the lines, so I say you shine like a star. You shine like a diamond. Okay, that one's another day. Yeah. Do we have time for one more? The commonly made mistake. Yeah.
Not yet. We have time, but I want to dwell deeper into your number 2.
Oh, someone wrote. Wilson wrote.
What is it?
He wrote tip number 2. Too eager to respond. Yeah. Wilson.
No one wrote number 1. No one wrote tip number 1.
Let me trace back. Also Wilson. He wrote, sell the way your clients want and not the way you want. Wow. I think I suddenly have this inspiration to give away something free. My ebook will also be launched on the 8th of August, and I'm pricing it at $10 US, which is about 12 Sing. So Wilson, I'm going to give you a free ebook. Okay, please connect with me on Facebook. I will commit to that openly live. Free ebook. If you like to buy my book, like the hard copy special price, that ebook is for Wilson. He's so good. He answered for two of it. Tip number 1.
Hey, if you want free ebook, comment some more. Yeah, say Maxine is gorgeous, pretty. Then she'll give you. She'll just throw the book.
Thank you. And this is very spontaneous, because especially when you are so touched, right, that people take the time and effort to type in. So,
it reminds me of those rock stars who throw their underwear to the audience.
Yeah. I'm sure they didn't plan to, like, today I'm gonna throw this lacy underwear. They probably got a bomb. But I don't throw underwear. So anyway.
Not yet. Yeah.
When I do a rock concert, like dang dang. Maybe that will be another concert. By the way, I do sing. I recently started singing for my classes when I do virtual training, because I will talk halfway and I'll break into a song, right? And some of them will say, Maxine, can you sing us a song? You sound like you can sing. Then I will sing the National Day songs. I'll sing Whitney Houston's The Greatest Love of All, right? Or even When You Believe, all the very dramatic songs. And they're like, encore. So I'm planning to belt out, depending on my mood, on my book launch as well.
Oh, nice. Or later 10:45, can you sing a song?
Okay, since you asked.
Thank you. Thank you.
Or night time, as drink some water. I've got 100 plus.
Very good. Okay. Yeah, because those who are watching us right now, stay until 10:45, and then you will hear Maxine belt out her favorite song. Choose her favorite song.
Thank you.
And since it's night time, try to choose a song that we can still sleep on. Not like we start to like.
Your girlfriend was hot like me. Not the kind of song.
Something like soothing and make us have sweet dreams.
Lullaby later.
Lullaby. Okay, 10:45. 10:45. And if I am in the mood, I may sing along.
Please do. You sing and you perform. I remember you shared with me you are.
I'm a sing yao singer. Yeah. But yours is a modern one.
我从来就不在乎. Are you that type?
Yeah. 小人物的心声 and 细水长流.
Oh, wow. Then it is your show, I shouldn't steal your limelight.
No, this is not my show. This is your show. I should talk less. You should talk more. Okay, wait. Before we run out of time, I wanted to comment about your strategy number 2.
Yes.
I realized something, that a lot of people speak very fast when they are nervous in front of the client.
Yes.
So your strategy number 2 also sort of implies that they should slow down.
Absolutely. When you pause, you are breaking that tendency to, you have to because when you come across as two, in Cantonese we say kam chang, like very eager beaver type, you just your brand, it will be desperate. You're desperate. So sales professionals out there, you are not desperate. Okay, your service or your product, you have to believe in that product and service, that your client needs it as much as you want to help him buy. So you don't sell, you help him buy. And once you get that mindset correct, not just like a Wuling, in the pugilist world, you don't be too eager to you see those when the Shifu comes out, right? He meets this enemy or the opponent. The opponent will be like, like some crazy monkey, right? Then the Shifu will be like, oh, and then when he runs and charges forward and he goes, and then he flies away. Right?
It reminds me of Ye Wen. Ye Wen is like that, Ye Wen.
Ye Wen,
yeah. He's always like that one. He just stand there and look at the person while the Ang Mo come and say, Ye
Wen. Oh, Ip Man.
Alamak, Ip Man is Ye Wen. Ye Wen is Ip Man lah.
You say Ye Wen. 你的发音不准。I thought Ye Wen. Who is Ye Wen? Okay, Ip Man. I think most people know him as Ip Man. I-M-A-N. And you are right. He will be very calm and very composed. He'll think before he watches them, and then he knows which strategy. He will see what direction or which art that they're using. And then they're gone. I draw a lot of metaphors, analogies from the pugilist world.
No wonder.
I use a lot of Chinese words as well. Yes, and the Chinese word is because of thanks to my 感谢家父。我如今可以在中国混口饭吃. I speak perfect Mandarin. I like to think so. Thanks to my father, and that's where I quote. I give credit to my father in my preface, as well as quote a lot of Chinese phrases in my book, which I will always explain in English for non-Chinese speaking readers. Yeah, so that's my second juicy one, and great relevance to that. About keeping calm.
And I think that is a great differentiator. Right, because a lot of sales books do not quote Chinese, and you being a Chinese and you wrote a sales book, and then it looks very Mulan, and then inside got Chinese. This is called like blue ocean.
Yeah, thank you. In fact, as you have met my mother, I'm not pure Chinese. I'm 50% Chinese, and my mother's side has also given me a balance to my English side. My grandfather is from London, and that's what my mother was go, baby, follow your dreams, and that gives me a balance. I'm not too Asian. I'm also like a balance with the Western world. That's my exposure over the past decade. So yay,
Asian gateway.
Oh, I like the sound of that, Asian gateway. See, you're so good at just so poignant. Like, you whack that word. Stylo. I like
super
it.
Brand me. Super brand
yeah, you're really the super brand guy. Let me see what other comments we have. Oh my gosh, so cool. And then you said tip number, Wilson said, thank you. You're welcome, Wilson. And Cass Campbell said, sister is just as pretty. Cass is referring to my sister, right? Caitlin, right? Because you have brother, not sister. Thank you, Kate. I've got two
Cass knows your sister.
Yes,
interesting.
In fact, they're very close. Like they're closer. I knew Cass first, and then Cass knew my sister Caitlin, and then they became BFFs. It happens all the time. Like my friends became my sister's friends. My sister is a very blue personality when it comes to friends. She's the gift type. Mine is like, you free, then call me. Yeah. And then Afzal Hadi said, duet. Oh, he wants us to sing together.
Wow. Okay.
And he said that I look very Mulan. That wasn't my intention initially, but after I put it out, I was like, yeah, because my publisher asked me, how do I want to look like? Is it the Western kind of the Roman kind of warriors or the Chinese one? So I thought to lean towards my roots of the Chinese, right?
That's right.
If I'm gonna look like some Roman soldier or warrior, then bo xiang, I don't look like
correct.
Right? But this one, and then after that, when it came out, a lot of people said Mulan. I was like, hey, whoa, that's true. So it was not intended, but it was a good outcome.
Yeah.
And then I have another friend here says Chan Man Wai. You say Maxine is so awesome that I feel she outshines Eugene tonight. Sorry, yo.
Okay.
I love you, Man Wai. I think she's so nice now. Huh? She must be very close to you to wet you like that.
Yeah. A lot of people are too close to me. Every day
nice.
I have people texting me feedback one every day. They feel that I can take it. So they tell me, hey, just now you speak too fast. Just now that joke was inappropriate. Yeah. Which is very good. It keeps me very
close to you.
Very grounded and humble.
There you go. And I'm mindful that we have like 5 minutes left. Should I share my
No, 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes because it's 10:45. 10:45. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Let's go into your strategy and secret and mistake number 3.
All right. I think this third one is the final chapter on my book. It's on resilience. I love the quote. I love my own quotes. So thick skin. Because I give it a lot of thought, I didn't just like take a shower and like, I know what I want to write. I thought through it and I love it. So here it goes. This is my quote, which I want to flash through your talk show here. Yes. And you'll notice my book has the background has all the like Wu-Ling had the pugilistic in it.
Yeah.
Every time I answer a question, there'll be a little picture of me like I'm talking. So cute, right?
So cute.
It's my publisher's idea. So for this one, my topic here is reframing. And reframing is to see the good in everything. And here's my quote. Everything happens for a reason. You just have to find a good one for it. You see, there are a lot of saying in the market, right? They say that everything happens for a good reason, or everything happens for a reason. But I have a twist to it.
Yes.
It's true. Everything has a reason, and you have to find a good one for it. So my third and final commonly made mistake, which I turn it into a strategy, is sales professionals aside, even people, individual contributors, whom I call lovingly office warriors. So sales warriors would be sales warriors, office warriors. We give up too easily. You talk to me like that, forget it. Forget it, I don't want the promotion. You say no to me, fine, I don't sell to you. You think what, you're the only customer in the world. I give up. Right? We give up very easily and very quickly, right? Because the moment we get...
It really sounds like some people I know.
Thank you. I'm mimicking and mirroring people I've met. They get upset over some event or someone who responded to them in a negative way, or a customer that says no to them, and the whole day is gone. So my final chapter here is it's a combination of a lot of things which happens to be timely during this period of time. The word resilience a bit overused, so I don't use the resilience package, resilience
package.
I call it reframing. Reframing is the way you look at things, right? If something happens to you right now, you get like, what the? Not the future. What the? Instead of that, you could ask, what is the good reason that came out of it? A simple example, right? When a customer says no to you. No, I think Eugene, your rates are too expensive. No. So a typical reaction of a salesperson, they was like, well, I tell you, I already said my company's pricing too expensive. See, don't want to buy what? Don't sell already. And that's where they give up. But when you reframe, you would be looking at it and you ask yourself, what is the good that came out of it? First of all, I'm more aware of my pricing. But the thing is, I'm not sure what are other companies charging. Maybe this is a reason for me to go and find out. So in my book, I share tips on how to do so, such as being a customer of other companies.
Spy.
And I can legitimately find out the whole process and stuff, right? Another thing I can get out of it is the customer actually told me directly that he is not keen, he's moving somewhere else. I say, thank you. The worst is the type that sounds good. I will think about it. You call me in 3 months' time, I think about it. And you will be waiting for 3 months and waste your life and your effort still hoping, when actually in his heart, he already wrote you off.
Yes.
So another good thing that came out of it, he helps you move on quickly. And the list goes on, Eugene. So this is the final and the most powerful strategy that I've shared in my book. And I brought in examples of how it is such a resilient warrior. In my life, I have lost my father 11 years ago. And my mother has been such a warrior in and out of hospital. And each time when she's down, I am down too. But yet I have to put on a strong front. People who have attended my programs over the decade, they've never seen me sad because I suck it up and reframe and give the best of myself to everyone. So there you go. Reframe and be positive.
Wow, that's really powerful. Yeah, I mean, thank you for sharing such an intimate part of your life about your dad passing on 11 years ago. Yeah, and when I saw your mom, she was on a wheelchair, but she was so cheerful. She drank coffee, ate cake, and then chit chat with us.
Don't tell my sister she ate cake, okay? And
no, I didn't say eat cake. I said eat spinach.
Just making a bit of levity.
Yeah, so it reminds me of my own dad passing on last year, and I had to reframe. So still on the topic of the third strategy. And I mean, I do sales, right? Everybody knows I do sales, not just insurance, but in coaching as well. And then I had to, right after he passed on at midnight, a few hours later, I had to go to Suntec and train sales and persuasion. And the thought of canceling did cross my mind. Yeah, but because I believe in reframing, I internalized reframing, and I decided to reframe the whole situation. Because I was thinking, if I stay and cry, what good does it do me and the family? Unless he is sick, not dead, sick. Then of course I should cancel and be with him. But he 人死不能复生, right? So he's already gone, and I believe in heaven. So I'm going to just move on and impact lives every day. And I believe that will be what he wants for me as well.
Wow. And it's so recent. I'm so sorry. I know you shared with me and I didn't want to broach on that subject. And thank you too for being so vulnerable and sharing your thoughts. And I think this is a really good way to round up your Tuesday nights with Eugene, because I think this is where we exchange heart-to-heart talk, not say things that will just be very publicity based or looking good, how strong and positive we are. But I think when we open ourselves up like that, that's where we can really touch lives. Those who agree, give us some love, give us some sugar, come put us in
anybody ask you any question or give you some comments?
I just saw a lot of comments. Let me look. Okay. And Manwai said, can this solar? She said, great sharing from the book by Maxine. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Wow.
And now chapter 4, sell the way the clients will want to buy. Oh, she remembered the 3 messages. And then chapter 5, too eager to respond to customers, but to pause, comment on questions, clarification, and speak. And then the third one is final chapter 12, reframing. Candice, you are my next winner for my ebook. I'm going to write it down. Please connect with me on Facebook so that I can send it to you when it's ready in this couple of weeks. Wow, you have really good fans here. And Wilson, once again, he lived up to his continuity. He had tip number 1, tip number 2. He wrote tip number 3, reframing. The mistake people make is we give up too easily. And Chris Lim said, hi, Maxine. Hi, Chris. Oh, Chris asked me how am I doing. PM. Sounds like it's a very personal, like how are you?
Sounds like chit chat. Yeah.
So
okay, I think it's about time for a song, You warm up first and think of a very nice, soothing song to end the evening. But in the meanwhile, let me do a commercial break. Tomorrow night, I'm giving a free webinar tomorrow night. Wow. I'm going to share 10 steps to become better during COVID-19. It's not exactly sales. It's not really personal branding. It's about life. How do we become better during COVID-19? Yeah, so whoever wants can just click on the link. I just shared a link. Yes.
And then anybody, your link?
My link is on my own Facebook.
Okay, let me look for you right now. Eugene Xiang. I will be your fancy.
Wow, thank you. Tomorrow night is one of the highest number because I kept it at 20, but tomorrow night is 46 already. Yeah.
Wow, you kept it. Oh.
Because I want it to be more intimate. Yeah.
Wow. Can you guide me, please? Because I'm looking at I key in your name, Eugene.
Can you find Eugene Xia and then
Abundance Life Coach?
Oh, not that one. You look at the one with my son one. I take a picture with my son.
Also, I just look for your name itself, huh?
Yeah. So it's not the Facebook fan page. It's my actual personal timeline.
Got it. So let me look for that. Yes, I will join.
Wow, wonderful. Well,
yeah.
Carson said, thank you for being vulnerable for other people's benefit. Thank you. And then Yenny Yong says, amazing Maxine. Wow.
Oh, my dear friend Yenny. Hi, Yenny. Oh, how you can see all that? I can't see.
No, because that's on my timeline. Yeah, it's a little bit luan because I actually post this on my fan page. Then I share it on my personal timeline, and you also share it on your personal timeline. So actually now there are 3 columns of comments.
Wow, it's great that we exchange so that we, it feeds our soul as well.
Yes.
I think, so Yenny is one of the strong ladies I've met in my course of work and became friends. Wow. And she has also visited my mom in hospital during those times. And she doesn't know my mother. My mom still remembers her and her sister Joanne. So it's really great.
Oh, it's very nice. I've been following Yenny, but we're not.
Right? Did I get it correct?
Yenny Yong. Yeah. We're not friends yet, as in like we haven't met each other, but on Facebook, I see very positive posts from her.
Yes. You must ask your wifey to support Adeline to buy her clothes. Very nice.
Okay, time for a song.
All right, I have a song in mind, and it's a meaningful song because I was inspired by it since the age of 12. You see, I thought my book 15 years ago, right? Wow. This song was since I was 12. I remember that year vividly because I was at Neptune Theatre. I was studying in the St. Teresa's convent, the convent of the Not So Holy Infant Jesus. But anyway, that was one of our annual parties, and someone sang the song "The Greatest Love of All" by Whitney Houston. And that song, the lyrics, it has stuck with me over the years, and I've attempted to learn how to sing it because it's not an easy song. She's such an amazing singer with so much powers in her voice. So I'd like to round up this night to my message to everyone, to you as well, Eugene, is the greatest love of all is actually by loving you. I didn't realize the meaning of the song until just last year when I was on the cruise. And this lady, she loves Whitney Houston, and she deconstructed the song. Most of us, we are looking for heroes. We're looking for someone out there to emulate. By the end of the day, we don't do what we should all do the most, which is self-love. So here it goes. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be so long ago. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to, but I've never found anyone who could fill my needs, because we're always looking for a hero. A lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I need as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. So emo, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. I hope it helps you sleep better tonight. Thank you. I care for myself.
Wow, very, very deep meaning. Very deep meaning.
Very drama.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope you like it.
Thank
No
you,
one in my
thank you.
house, so I can belt out like crazy.
I think although we were talking about sales tonight, but you have taught us a lot more than sales. You have taught us about life. You have taught us about mindset, about an attitude, and I'm very, very grateful for that.
I'm very grateful for you too for having me. Thank you so much, and so happy to have had this opportunity to share to more people through you, Eugene. You are a great and beautiful soul. So
thank you.
Bless you in abundance, just like you're an abundance life coach. I think you should sing also, huh? Thanks for the greatest. Oh, Jonathan.
Wow.
Oh my God, Jonathan is my advisor from Great Eastern. Wonderful man. He is one of my strong advocates. Not only did he buy many books from me, he's also created a platform for me to speak to his team. And he's a wonderful soul. And he said, thanks for the greatest love of all. Looking forward to your sharing about your book. Yes, this coming Thursday. Good night. Oh, you know Jonathan Tan as well. Oh, is he from? Oh, he's on my page. Sorry. I remember you just said you all have different.
Different comments.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Are we in good time? Oh my gosh, so long. 10:50.
It is let me just check that no one is asking questions. Okay, very good. Anyway, everyone knows how to connect with Maxine, so please connect. You haven't reached the 5K, right? So there's still buffer to accept more friends.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay, good.
5,000. I'm very selective of my friends.
Okay, good. I hope you accept people who bothered to watch you and hear you sing tonight. Yeah,
all of you. Give you all my love. Thank you again, Eugene.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, let's keep in touch.
And yes, Jennifer.
Yeah, she keep mentioning about you ever since. Yeah, she likes your energy.
Yay! And I like yours too. I can see where it comes from. No, mother.
Oh yes. I learned a lot from my mom.
So okay. Thank you, my
I wish you abundance of sales, abundance of joy, abundance of kindness, abundance of health, everything.
Thank you.
Okay. Good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Eugene. Good night to all our friends.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.